lyrics like a poetry she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. She always a day one, she got the tax done. We gon' build this all together till the world's gone. Bank account overdrawn, not a gold digger, nah. She here for all my flaws, we gon' make it to the top. She live in my section, I show she's reppin'. One look at her and you know I ain't second guessing. Never got me stressing, yeah she's a blessing. Look her body up and down, got me obsessing. I took her in some pieces, we picked them up on the weekend. Tequila, we keep on drinking till our bodies do the thinking. The mattress is always sinking, the headboard is always squeaking. She gives me all of the feelings, I think I began the feeling. We're switching up our positions, my baby is on a mission. She always got my permission to do whatever she wishing. She dressing up like a kid and she be my only addiction. And when she talk, man, I listen. I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. But now she's on her back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. Find somebody who loves you for you and what you do. You need somebody through and through to make it through. Trust me, I was lost and frostbit, exhausted. The coldness of the dating scene had me nauseous. I started getting toxic, ain't it ironic? Became the problem that I hated, couldn't stop it. I needed someone true, someone like you, someone who had a different view, committed to. Your smile, my only weakness. I know it's cheesy, but Jesus, you make my tongue off the speeches. Good thing it works when I need it. I'm always warm and you're freezing. I heat you up in the evening. You got my back, I believe it. I got your back, never leaving. This fairy tale ain't no fiction, cause every day, man, I live in patience and work the beginning. Set myself up for this living. She did the same, now we in it. Knew what we wanted to get it. When we found it, we committed. I flip her over, hit it from the back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that. But now she's on her back, cause she likes that. I'm writing lyrics like a poetry she writes back. The things she's never done before, she's down to try that. She got a price tag, only I could buy that.
All right, guys, we're going to get started in just about 50 seconds here. What's up, Eric? What's up, John? Dr. Crippling, what's going on, man? It's 7 likes, 28 viewers. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. It's an interesting market. A lot of things that really haven't happened yet are starting to happen. We're starting to see interesting things that have never happened on the charts before. So that's what's interesting with that, is we really don't know too much of what to make of them. But at the same time, we kind of know how to interpret them. But yeah. Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. I'm excited to be here today to tell you guys what's going on in the market. Latest trades. If you guys are curious, added to the short position on that 1 hour money flow crossover. That got stopped out in profit. Didn't really think we'd pump up that much out of nowhere, but it's just this weird sideways market. It's still just going on right now. If you guys are interested in the exclusive Discord, some of my take profits, stop losses, entry points, and exclusive TA, link in description below. Excuse me. All right, guys. So yeah, good short entries are blooming. Yep, I think so. So right now, I kind of wanted to show you one thing that I was kind of looking at with this a bit before, and it was I was looking at, the monthly, and I was looking at kind of the double top pattern, which is, if we compare this to 2013, it's interesting because, April was our first peak, and November was our second peak, April to November. And what do we have here? April was our first peak. What was our second peak? November. Same exact thing in 2021 as 2013 was, which is kind of crazy. That's 8 years or 9 years almost now, coming on to 9 years, and we're looking at that data. This would have you think that we're going to come down a bit lower, that this VWAP, you could kind of make the argument but yeah, if you kind of repeat that pattern, we're due to curve up, we're almost hitting the bottom, but in terms of going down, it's about 14 months 14 months of no fun. From here we're at 14 months B. That brings us out to January, bottom out in January or something. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to repeat because things, we repeated 2013 so much, it would make sense that we stop repeating it. Also, with the VWAP, if you compare that to that one, that means we're coming down a lot more. But I feel like something has to happen here. I feel like we got a little bit more hope. But, if you do, let's just see. Let's compare this to, this is the main thing I want to look at, kind of. Compare this to where the bottom was, 76% down. So from the top here, the bottom here, 61% down. Yeah, around 61, 62. And what was the that was 62, and this one was what again? 76. So let's say 15% less. It's 15% less. So what was the additional pain down? Another 45%. So let's say it's another 30%. This is kind of my worst case scenario. That would give us a worst case scenario area of 18K. It's going to be a boring area. If we have, even if you compare it to here, 3 more months of this, you get 3 more months of this, you bottom out in September at like 18K or something. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's a lot more hope here. I don't think it's history ever repeats exactly. I think it's going to be even worse than the 2013, or it's going to be a bit better. And I think it's going to be a bit better. And the other reason, too, I think it's going to be a bit better is because we're already in the red here in the weekly. And, when you're in the red in the weekly, it's kind of more like this one in 2013. It's kind of more like this one rather than this one. This, you were barely in you weren't even in the red yet. You got that little pump and then you came down. It wasn't the same thing. It's more like this. You know what I mean? Same exact level. And then your VO comes up and then marks your bottom. And then you start the next rally upward. It's more like that. Also, we can look on our 2-week here. I do think we'll talk about it some more, but I do think with all the blood diamonds that we're going to talk about, there's going to be more blood. A little bit more blood, at least in the short term. This could be a pretty big bull trap right here. It's more like something like, this. See right here? These two marked your bottom. This 2-week is good with this. You see this one right here. This one right here. These two with the dots below marked your bottom. Now, would we get the same thing here? I think we would, because see, this momentum wave is coming down below. It needs to get below this line, this solid line, I believe, too, to get that, with the dot below, the double green dots. And I think it probably will, because if you look at how we were when we were at this level here, VWAP was similar, kind of in the same place. Also over here, it was kind of in the same place. We were starting to curve back up, so it could come down a bit more. It's kind of like there before our big drop downward. And kind of like when it happened, we already had kind of most of the big drop downward, so I think we're getting close here. That's what I think. I think we're getting close here. I mean, you've heard me say that a lot if you watch my videos. I think we're getting close. However, short term, doesn't look like we're going to get much here. This looks pretty bearish. Your RSIs are coming down. Your VWAP's coming down. You're about to get that red dot. I think you're going to see something like, I don't know, like this maybe. You come down a bit more. I don't think it's going to come down that much more. But, I could see another 20% downward or something of that nature, another 20% downward, that's where you get low enough to really scare everybody away, somewhat of a double top bottom pattern. Then you come back out. And I think this happens within probably by the end of June, the latest, within a few weeks, most likely. Now let's talk about all these diamonds, all these blood diamonds. So the 20 hour, I believe, is the highest one that had it confirmed. And, these blood diamonds look a little bit, this one looks a little not as bad as these two, because this one, well, right here, you got money flow kind of coming out while it's happening. That's pretty bad. Right here, you got money flow still coming out, and it happens. It's bad. This one right here, not as bad, but I do think it's still going to bring it down a decent amount. I think instead of, let's see, what was this? What was this percentage right here? This is the really ugly percentage, 36%. Let's say it's half of that. Let's say it's like 15 or something. 15, 20, 15, 25, 20%, 24. I think you're going to get something like that from that, and that'll be the catalyst to the bottom. Anything can happen though, but yeah. Same type of deal with the 16 hour, not much to note there. Same with the 12 hour, basically. Now we got 4 amigos. Now it was 3 amigos, now it's 4 amigos right here. I've never seen any, I've never seen 4 of these before. Now, we don't know how to react to 4 of these. I'm going way back here. I'm going back to the beginning of time here, doing some serious detective work to figure this out. No, I don't see any. I don't see no 4. 1, 2, maybe. Okay, yeah, kind of marked a April 2016. Kind of marked the bottom there. That was volatile. You're going from 400 to 390 out of nowhere. It was a different time back then. No, we're going back and back and back. Well, something like that. They're more spread out, though. That was your bottom. Oh, that could be interesting. You got 4 of these here. Then you have one last, capitulation wick down to your bottom. That's 50%. Wow. But this was a different time. And then you recover from there. Well, let's go back even farther to see. Do we have 4 of these together anywhere? No. Nope. No 4 of these. Closest thing is the bottom of your 2013 bear market, or 2015 at that point. That bear market. So I think you're going to get, some wick down. I think you're going to come down here. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be as bad as the previous two for those reasons. I think once you finally come into the green here, it'll probably be at the same time that weekly starts to print that green dot. That'll probably be the catalyst to end the bear market and have a rally. That could happen. Here it looks good. Yeah, I'll give you that. It does look good in your 4 hour and your 5 hour. I think the blood diamonds will, outpace that. I don't think much more is going to happen here. I mean, probably best case scenario, you bounce off. I mean, you could break through, obviously. Bullish case, just break through and come up. But I think you'll reject off of this area that we keep rejecting off of again and then break down. Or you just flip around here. Because this is where probably a lot of people are FOMOing in to the longs based on this. And look, I get it. This does look really good. The only thing is, previous few times it didn't work, and the blood diamonds to just counteract it in the daily VWAP coming down. And just look at how this looks in the hike. It's turning red again. It looks like it just wants to fall down here. That's my opinion on that. Let's look at the chat really quick. Awesome, Mizzou. How do I look at the almost no market structure between 10K and 30K? Yeah, I mean, that would, well, there's definitely market structure at 20K and 18K, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, historically, Bitcoin does, because it just goes up so high in the bull runs. Historically, it does make those new market structures, those new support points that are kind of in between the big points a lot. So that's what happened. Evan, these blood diamonds that you mentioned, I believe, in the 16 hour, you said you've never seen before, and you just cover on that. You mentioned it. Yeah, well, I just kind of just answered that. Yeah, I mean, it was on the 10 hour, the four of them together. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm better. I'm feeling better. It was a sinus infection, allergies. I wasn't sick really with anything, just bad allergies, sinus infection. Um, for Amigos, 14K. I don't think we're going that low, but maybe. I don't think we're that going that low. I think it'll bring us to 22, 23, 24K, somewhere around there. Yeah, S&P 500 chart. We will look at that. Guys, smash the like button. Let me tell you guys to do that. Let's see this question. What do I think about the 4-hour green dot bound to print? We just go to the top of the range again. Most likely. Yeah, I mean, it's printing. It's going to confirm in 2 hours. It's probably going to just play out like this. And we could be getting to a top here before this little tease, and then we just come back down. But, yeah. I think like 8 hour above once we, 8 hour and above once we get the next money flow crosser into green, that'll probably start our rally upward. That'll probably be after we test 22 or 23 or 24 or something to get that double bottom pattern. We're probably home free at that point. Probably. Unless there's some real, Armageddon where we come down for the next few months and then we bottom out at like 16K, 18K or something like that. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to close here. Let's look at ETH. So ETH is generally in the same ballpark, definitely more bearish. Everything looks, the same right now. Daily view of coming down, it's the same as Bitcoin. 16-hour blood diamond. I don't think it's going to be as bad as that one, but I do think that has potential to definitely bring it down to like 15, 16K or something. $12-hour blood diamond, same deal. And the same deal, probably 8 hour and above. The next time you come into the green here, that'll probably bring you on a nice rally. That'll probably mark the bottom. Your hourly just came back into the red here. So, I mean, I don't normally give freebies. This isn't financial advice, but just a potential what I'm thinking right now for a potential trade. It's like a higher time frame to see like a swing high or something. Actually, it's going like our 4 hours. I hate how this is. I can't see anything here. Let's go here. Okay, so we have a swing, somewhat of a swing high over here, 6% upward. That would be around, that would be a nice stop loss just above 2100. And then that wouldn't be too bad of a risk reward ratio if you're just betting that we test this area, and we probably will. I already have an ETH short in with that short has been in for a long time, swing short. First take profit's been this fib level. We haven't hit it yet, but yeah. Something that you could keep in for a long time, something like that. But not a bad risk reward ratio there. And, just in all likelihood, you'll probably flip over here. It's in the hourly. I mean, it confirms in the red, I believe, in 40 minutes. Maybe try to enter it there. Based on that, combined with the confirmed blood diamond, I mean, that's pretty bearish. It's pretty bearish, I will say. But we're just getting that, a little rally here. Again, a divergence under 10 minutes. So there are signs of our 15-minute. May get that really, really soon. That's a bearish divergence under 15 minutes. So there definitely are signs here. Also for Bitcoin, hourly. And that same trade would probably be, for Bitcoin. Let's get our spiral lines out. Let's see here. Short position. Something like this, over 30, I would say at least for a stop loss, something like that, probably. I mean, that would be a great risk reward ratio. If you want to do something like this, I mean, that's a perfect risk reward ratio too. Interesting. I don't know. You may test this spiral line, though. I mean, you'd probably want to... Well, I wouldn't be entering just yet, obviously. Not financial advice, but wait till this hourly goes back in the red. That'd probably be a good area. You do have your blue triangle here, trend reversal. I mean, these obviously don't always play out too well. but some of them do. I mean, that one did. Bam. We're due for something to happen. So that was our wick down 25K. So this one could be the same deal, same thing. That'd be interesting if it just repeats, just like this one here, like all the way 20% down. Yeah, that's a number we're looking for too. 20% down, right to that spiral line 23, 24, yeah, 23K. Maybe it'd be crazy if that's the bottom of that spiral line. I don't think it will be though. It's too easy, too obvious. Do I have a short position? Yeah, I do on both Bitcoin and ETH. Those trades are in the exclusive Discord. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance chart. Yeah, we could look at that. This really crashed. Yeah, I mean, big tech is just crashing. Snapchat. For yellow X's, though, I mean, on your weekly, it does look a bit bottomy, unless you're thinking this company is going to go completely out of business. I don't even know. Are the cool kids still using Snapchat? I don't know. I mean, I use it sometimes, but not very much. I don't know who's using it. I remember that when I was 16, 17, that was popular. I was in high school. But yeah, all the way down to this, this major point right here. I mean, $6 maybe. $20 billion market cap for that. I feel like you're getting close here. I feel like, a lot of these you probably shouldn't buy, as soon as the news is that it's crashing. But I feel like, for some reason, I feel like this might be the move. I don't know why, though. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, maybe $10. This one's interesting. And you guys wanted me to look at the S&P 500 as well. We'll look at that, and then we'll look at Bitcoin dominance. So, what I compare this to here right now is kind of, let's look at 08. Let's look at... Okay, so 08, maybe right here. See how after that 20% dump, you kind of get those 20% down, you get that little rally upward. I think you're getting close to time to have a little, maybe 10%, 14%, something like a little rally upward. And even if you do, get real, because nothing goes in a straight line. I mean, let's be real. People are going to buy. It's down 20%. Something like that. Maybe you rally upward towards the end of the year, or just enough. You rally up just enough towards midterms, where you get, just enough of a rally, not to all-time highs, but close enough where you help out, who's in office, the Democrats for a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. That's normally what happens in these situations. I mean, just look at this chart. It's very rare something goes down that much without any green. Very rare. I mean, this was probably a 20% correction. See, all these 20% corrections do give you a little nice rally way. If we do continue farther down, next big point, let's see. What do we have here? Well, after this golden pocket, this huge pocket that we hit off of, 3,500, that'd be a big, big place. Snake eyes, too, on our 2-day. The last time this happened was 2011 here. So not financial advice, but with the money flow this deep, I'd expect us to be getting close. It could be a few weeks. We bottom out with Bitcoin in a couple weeks, or maybe we already hit the bottom. Who knows? But we're getting close. We're getting close to a local bottom. I don't know. Even if we do go into recession, I mean, you're likely going to rally for the next month or two. You're likely going to have a green month here. Let's see the time before this. Okay, this one. Okay, so there's your argument. It either could be like this, like 08, with these snake eyes. You come down farther, or we get a little rally upward. Or we get a little rally upward, then we come down farther. I like that idea too. Confirms in 21 hours. I believe it will likely confirm. Maybe not, though, but we'll see. ELX also, a lot of times indicative of a bottom on the S&P 500. Um, Also, monthly red X getting close to confirming. Confirms about 6 days. Historically, most of these, you probably have to go back to '08 to, yeah. That is crazy, though. It does look similar to '08 with the money flow. So it's what you're betting, basically. What are you betting here? Are you betting, do you think that we're going down another 50? Oh, geez, what was it? Was that 55? Yeah. That was kind of nothing in terms of, say you got in right there. It's still a 45% correction. Yeah. Think we're going to go down 45%, or do you think it's going to be a little bit different? This was 2000. Yeah, that as well. If you repeat that pattern, that means we're coming down. Thing is, if you look in the 80s, 1980 through 2000, you didn't really have any of those, crazy, slow, agonizing recessions like that. But, pick your poison. I personally think with all the money printed that it's going to be tough to put the Band-Aid over the bullet wound for so much longer. That's my view. Let's see the chat real quick. Cross 35.5 in the next 2 days. Yeah, there's a chance anything could happen, but I don't know if we'll make it that high. That's obviously, you're asking me if we're going to hit a big position here, and a big area. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a high likelihood. I don't know if we'll make it that high in this little rally. We could be getting, kind of the top here. Kind of like with this blue triangle, and just reject downward from it, especially as money flow comes out in the hourly. That's what I'm looking at. That's one of the things I'm looking to go short on, the hourly money flow crossover. So mainly looking to go short. Also, the next big, you do have that spiral line there to get up to 30.5. Yeah, you could get there, but I don't know if, I think you're getting that bearish divergence on your 15 too now. So you got to watch that. That's a big thing to watch as well. So it's kind of just the same trades sideways, boring market. We're taking what the market gives us. We're not being too impatient. We're taking what it gives us. Do I expect a pump around October? I do think that if you bottom out in a few weeks, I think you'll have probably sideways to bullish action towards the end of the year. I think, probably best case scenario, you could hit 50,000 by the end of the year, early next year. So I could see 40K by October. Definitely 40K by October. So yeah, I believe it'll be higher than it is now in October, most likely. That's what I will say. Let's see. Tesla, this is way down. Big things to look at. Your 3-day coming into the red. You're also, you're down even more. Wow, in post market. This point is big. 600. Next big point after that's 4 something probably. 600. So the place we're at right now is a pretty big point. Rule of thumb, look at the historically, kind of on the money flow crossovers into the red on the 3-day. It's a good deal if you believe in it long term. It's a good deal. That's what I will say. Even these probably like 6. It's like a 50% correction, right? What are we down? Usually a 50%. Yeah, if it's a 50% correction from in any big cap like this. What's our market cap? 650. That's a huge market cap. Wow, 650 billion. Yeah, not the worst time to buy. Not the worst time to buy, I will say. Down 50%. Lots of fear. Deep in the money flow in the 2-day. The last time we were this deep, it marked the bottom. I think I will say, from within the next few weeks, I believe we will start a rally upward for the next few months with most of the market. That's what it seems like. It seems like we're creating a local bottom. After the rally upward, we'll see what happens. After that is where you're probably going to determine recession or not. You know, the bear markets are complicated. The bears, they get on their hind legs, you know. And when I mean they get on their hind legs, they do things like this. You think they're walking on their feet, but no. Then they get back down. You see? Nothing goes straight up or straight down. Bears, they get on the hind legs, look ferocious, scare you away, and they go down. That's what the bears do. The bulls, they don't do that type of thing. They're simpler. They just gradually. See, this is what the bulls do. The bull, see the bull just gradually, slowly walks upward. Gradually, slowly walks upward with a few little stumbles. Sometimes the bull falls down, gets stuck or something, but slowly, gradually goes upward. This is more like bear market, you know, big correction. Bear gets on his hind legs, big correction. Bear gets on his hind legs, big correction. You see what I mean? Christmas pump, yeah. We had a Christmas pump in 2020. Remember that one? Made a lot of money on that one. So yeah, 36 likes, 74 viewers. Got a smash the like button. Let's see here. So yeah, we did Bitcoin, we did Ethereum. Let's look at Atom, one of my favorites. Deep in the red. That weekly trying to come up there. We're getting close on a lot of these things. We're getting close. So there is, yeah, four LXs in 12 hour. A lot of hope here. Not that I think we hit the bottom just yet, but I think we got one last leg down, and then we're finally home free. That's what it seems like. That's really what it seems like. What's happening at the moment? Are we still, yeah, let's go to 15. You just confirmed, you know, that bearish div there on your 15-minute. Oh no, that's not even on ETH. It was, I believe. Yeah, I didn't realize it's not a bearish div. No, not a bearish div. A 10-minute would be though. Yeah, a 10-minute that would be a bearish div. Probably 12-minute too. Not that it would really matter at this point. It's kind of the same. Yeah, just about. Yeah, that could be a local top right there. Then the hourly. So you got to look at, how's the 45? In the red, yeah. Yeah, I mean, not, you know, something like this, not the worst idea, in my opinion. Not the worst idea. Let's see. Not sure about a boost in the markets over the summer. Yeah, maybe you're right, but I do think, you know, nothing goes down in a straight line. After a lot of these 20% corrections, you do have a little bit of gas left in the tank. People put money in. So let's see here. Zcash. Yeah, my main view kind of the same on this. I mean, I think we got one last leg down here. That's a big point. That's a big fib level. I think you got one last leg down to kind of this area or something, 63, and then you're home free, probably. It's possible we already hit the bottom, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna. I think we need to have a little bit more fear, and then we're kind of home free. Monthly confirms in 7 days. I think this will be just like on Bitcoin when the monthly confirms. I think it'll be one of those, you know, opportunities where it's confirmed and you could come up a lot. I mean, let's just say if we're able to get back to our all-time high at some point here. 280% gain. I'll take that. Pretty good. AVAX people have been talking about. $30. Snake eyes on the 2 hour. First time that's ever happened. I think once you get that next green dot in the weekly, that's where you're pretty close there. 84% drop from the all-time high at 146. Yeah. Now, daily looks like it's going to turn red. Daily looks like it's going to print a red dot. So I'm bearish for the short term, next week or so until we bottom out. And then I'm probably going to flip bullish because there's going to be a lot of very, very, very strong indicators that we have bottomed out that are going to happen relatively soon. We talked about them. Weekly green dot, 2-week green dot. And, a lot of the altcoins, you could see that as well. Litecoin. Let's look at this on Bitstamp. This has been around a while, I believe, right? Well, maybe it just came out in 2017. You did make new all-time highs by a teeny-weeny little bit, not by too much. Then you came all the way back down. So, you came down to, you came down almost pretty close to your bear market low here. In the last bear market, this would, one last leg down. Maybe it'll just repeat. Same thing. Yeah, that's what I would think. The one last leg down, the 36, kind of the same area that this just repeats the same exact thing. This literally just repeats the same exact pattern. For long-term investing, no, but for just buying low and selling high, good. I know there's a halvening too. That probably would help or whatever. What was your rally here from your... Yeah, it's a nice 450% bump. That's pretty good. Although for Bitcoin, it was at least 300%. So not sure if that's worth the risk here. Short term, it looks like everything else. How the daily VWAP is coming down. And your hourly back into the red. So Litecoin, I don't know if any of you guys trade this. I'm not the biggest fan of Litecoin, but something like this would not be a bad idea here. And then where would we want to? Probably somewhere around, let's see if we get a fib level. Yeah, somewhere around there I would say is probably a perfect place to lock in profits. Something like that. You're betting that you're not going to make a new high here with this wedge because of, what do we have, a blood diamond? Yeah, X there. 12. Interesting how there's no blood diamond. Yeah. This is probably a big tease. You probably just come back down a bit, and then you're finally going to come up or something. The tease. What is your min profit risk ratio that yeah, the minimum is probably like 0.7, 0.65, something like that, I would say at minimum. Anything lower than that is probably not worth your risk. Not worth your risk. It's kind of almost a pun. Yeah, this could be it. This could be the start of our little rally back down. Little reverse rally. Back down. Daily. Yeah, it's getting repetitive. I basically talked about most of what I think short term. And then funding fees, let's look at that. I feel like probably way everybody is going to go long here. Got to get off in a minute. Yeah, let's look at this funding fees. Yeah, positive. Yeah, they're both positive on BITGET. How about ETH? Yeah, positive. So, I think we're going to come back down. I think it's only a matter of time. Yeah, sometimes it gets boring in the market. Just look at this kind of descending wedge here. But you'll come down a bit more, I believe. Shout out to Sam. Thanks, man. We could look at... Oh, yeah, gold had a nice pump today. Come on. My keyboard is not. I'll probably look at gold and then I'm going to get off. Come on. Monthly... Yeah, it's a problem here. I mean, monthly bearish div basically, and money flow coming out. However, same thing happened here, and then you rallied. You know what I mean? In 05, so doesn't mean too much. I think it will do well in the next year or two, but this is more of a long-term play like anything else, especially with the low volatility. And yeah. Good curvature on some of these. 6 hour could bring you back up to here, 1975. We're in crypto. I mean, do we care about a jump like 7%? I mean, over the next month, probably not, but yeah. It's boring gold. Let's see here. How's the TQQQ? This is another thing. Yeah, this is another reason why I think we could be getting close to a bottom here, because look at your 2-day getting these divergences. I mean, this is down so much. This is a leveraged like NASDAQ fund or whatever. And here to the top here, hitting a major fib level, number one. Number two, very deep in the red. I mean, this has not happened since probably 08. I don't know, since the beginning of time with this. Well, that's another reason I believe we're headed for some type of rally. Or, at least some, maybe back up to 40 or something. Monthly red X confirmed as well. Maybe wait till the next one confirms, but think about it historically. Every time this has happened here, you've come up a bit. Let's see how these confirm. Maybe this will be the time it doesn't work, but it would make sense here. I mean, how much is this down? Probably it's probably the worst correction. This fund's 72%. Yeah. 63%. $26. And nothing really happening with Bitcoin at the moment. We're kind of just, going boringness. Nothing really doing. We can look at real estate. I've been looking at that lately. I forget somebody told me the good one to look at for this, but I don't remember it, but I think this should suffice. I mean, every time, here you come into the red, it seems like you pump a bit. You're down quite a bit now. I think you're ready to have a bit of, at least a little bit of recovery over the next few months or something, I would think. Yeah, I mean, even, it's a big drop too. 18%. Yeah. Been a while since we dropped that much. Yeah. Wow. 3-day in the red. Yeah. You're coming back in the daily into the green. It does seem to me like you're going to get some type of relief here for the next, and I'm not saying we're bottoming out, right now, but I think you're going to have a big local bottom for a lot of these things within a month, and then you rally forward for a few months, which that's what the market normally does. All right, guys, I'm going to have to get off now. If you guys enjoyed the stream, if you guys are interested in my exclusive Discord, some of my entry points, take profits, stop losses, not right 100% of the time, but right most of the time, an exclusive TA, link in the description below. If you guys want to get my trading course, we're doing a sale until the end of the month. Ends pretty soon. Link in the description below. Use the discount code down below at evanaldo.com. Course goes over everything theoretically you need to know to be a profitable trader. Risk management, trading psychology, all the strategies I use, how I interpret market cipher. I think it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches. A lot of people have liked it. So check that out if you're interested. And let's see. VMEX, it's the same promo. VMEX and BITGET, same promo every YouTuber gives you. Use my link in the description below to help support the channel. And Market Cipher, if you want to get that, link in the description below. Use my coupon code down below as well. And let's see, if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in the description below through the Market Cipher Academy. All right, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Have a good one. I'm out.